Hey everyone, in this video, I'll be showing you how to create views inside Postgres. To start off, I'll create a few tables. These are the three tables that I've created. I'll be describing each one to show you the structure. These are pretty simple tables. You have a student table which has an ID and a name. Similarly, you have a teacher table which has similar ID and name. And you have a teachers table which contains student ID and teacher ID, which are foreign key references to the previous two tables. Let's talk a little bit about what views are. Writing queries inside Postgres, as you saw over here, we have a three-way relationship between the student and the teacher table through the teachers table. Now, if you are doing a merge every time you are writing queries with respect to the teachers relationship, you'll find it becomes very cumbersome and the query starts to get really big every time. So to make this easier, you can create a view that will shorten the query for you. A view basically creates a dynamic representation from your query to make it easier for you to query things, which are often merged through relationships. Let me show an example over here. Let's put some enter some data into the table first. I have populated the tables with some data. Let me just show them. As you can see, there are 4 students right now. Let's look at the teacher table. As you can see, there are 3 teachers now. Let's look at the teachers table. Next from teachers. As you can see, there are 3 relationships over here. Now to merge them, the query that I would have to write would be a little bit long. It'll be this. As you can see, the merge query got a little bit long because I'm merging with the 3 tables over here. I'm merging student with the teachers table and the teachers table with the teacher table on all of the IDs. If I put enter, as you can see, I can get the results of the query from merging in all of the data. But now suppose I wanted to write a query where I'm querying against the this resultant database. Maybe I heavily rely on this resultant database for doing a lot of queries. Maybe I want to search by a student name and see what all teachers are there. And I want their names because ID is nonsensical data for me. To do this, one thing which I can do is I take the same query which I had written, I go to the beginning of it and I write create view extended teachers as enter. This creates the view for me. Now, if I just copy the name of the view and I do select star from extended teachers, you would see the resultant table comes up. This is dynamically generated by merging the 2 tables. This is the original query which is getting run every time I call the view. Now, I can query upon this as a normal table. Like take, for example, I want all student names from extended teachers where TEAID equals to, suppose, this teacher. As you can see, I got the student names. I can do it directly by name, which is an interesting thing, which was not possible through any of the existing tables without the merge happening. So let me put Jack over here. As you can see, you can write more natural queries now that you have a view. Now, as a next step, you don't always need to create a view and always keep it in memory. Suppose take, for example, this is a view definition which I show, which is extended teachers. You can check the structure of that particular thing by doing /d. If I want to remove this, I can do drop view extended teachers. And the view would no longer be there. I showed you how to create a normal view. The view definition will reside inside the database. Suppose you didn't want that. Suppose you're doing this just for the sake of running a specific query or getting some specific data. To do this, you can write a temp view. This temp view would only be present till the database session for your connection is running. So to do this, we'll write the same thing that we had written earlier, create view extended teachers, and the same thing. But over here, what we'll do is before the term, between the term create and views, we'll add a keyword temp. Now you just use it as normal and it would work. But once you exit out of this instance of Postgres, you will see that this view no longer exists. You can still drop it if you want, but again, it's a ephemeral, so it's nothing to worry about. This is a simple introduction to views inside Postgres. Thank you.